right.
Check that out. Woo.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes, welcome to the 21st century.
Oh, yeah.
We're jumping in with both feet.
I know. I love it. Look at the new logo.
New logo. Ooh, let's get the two-shot back up there. Woo, new logo. Colorful.
It's very
And
colorful.
I'm super excited, even though, like, I don't know if you would notice or pay attention to this sort of thing.
I do.
But the new camera over there that had the red light on it,
Uh-huh.
I just got that Friday. And
I mean, the red light is impressive.
well, that's
I mean, it's actually going to probably scare some people.
yes. However, Michelle will now know.
When to go.
Yeah, when to go.
Will she? I love you. Love you, Michelle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, it'll help.
It'll help.
It can't hurt.
This is true. I like it.
Yes. But yeah, so I spent the weekend putting that thing together and a new lens and just, it was like,
All the things.
yeah. And oh my God, the colors are amazing. So it isn't like I had imposter syndrome or like I thought like, oh, this because obviously we've been doing this for a long time. But
Just a couple years.
yeah, but on the down low, there was a part of me where I wasn't in love with the setup that we had before because it was kind of an afterthought. But now that everything is like super shiny and the colors and it's like, okay, I did the new color.
You have a new standard.
Oh yeah.
You have a new standard.
Yes.
I love that.
And now I want to puff my chest out and just go everywhere and be like, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Look at my toys.
Yes. And then
Look at my rock collection.
would you like to see my etchings?
Yes.
And then
funny.
shout out to Zach for like getting in there and just like giving it hell on the macros, which it's like, yeah. Right? Am I right? The macros, am I right?
Sure.
But he's able to do a bunch of like tricked up stuff that is really going to enhance. So like Paul and the gang will be here after this. So like I
Right.
love having friends, partners, guinea pigs in parentheses.
I was like, I'm like the warm up for the.
Well, yeah, well, but also like we're clearly we're unemployable because our show prep was like, okay, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
No,
and
I can't script.
You know, and so we air some grievances just out loud beforehand, just as for a therapeutic, you know, kind of centering of
Don't
ourselves.
punch the wall, and let's go.
And like like your shirt, you could be meaner,
I could be meaner.
but you're kind of in a nice girl phase.
It's funny because people will go, "You are mean, but you're not mean." Like I'm me,
You
right?
direct.
Yes, I am direct, and I'm helpful.
Yes, of course.
One of my other T-shirts is not bossy, just aggressively helpful, right? I take charge.
Yes.
So
well, and it's, you know, we were talking earlier. There's something about the world today where I don't know if I've ever brought this up here, but it's like I'm a huge you know that I'm a huge fan of the bacon breakfast jack.
Yes,
And like this girl is adorable. I mean, she's probably like in her early 20s at the Jack in the Box at Frankfurt the Toy. Everybody go by and give her hell.
the one that won't make eye contact with
Yes.
you. Yeah,
She literally does this with
I know.
the credit, and I'm like,
They're terrified.
So like you would just absolutely scare her shitless. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
she would think like you like handing the card is like you're coming at her.
I've literally had people who know me so well, and I am so approachable, will come to me and go, "I'm just really scared of you." Why? You know what it is? I think there's just a lack of genuine authenticity in this
Yes.
world. And when people find individuals like that, they're freaked out.
Yep.
Because they're like, why are you like this
Right.
all the time? Like, why do I see the same version of you everywhere you go? Because that's what I am.
Right. And well, I don't know how we got to a place in the world where there's so much pretense and there's so much like character. You know, it's the one quote, I think it might have even been Elon Musk, where it's like, we are now more concerned about looking like we're doing good than actually doing good.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
You know? And
Are
it's
you moving the needle with what you're
Right.
doing?
Right.
No, that's what's hard. I was walking up here just going, oh gosh, I'm so highly unemployable. And this is actually a mushy version as to why I'm unemployable.
Okay.
Because I had a rough couple of weeks. And it's just, it's home stuff. Everything's fine and everything, but I'm just trying to find solutions. Alex hasn't been feeling great. And, so, you know, you start to feel a little helpless because I'm a solution-oriented person, and it's like, oh gosh,
if it's kryptonite.
It is. It's really. I mean, honestly, it's why I had one kid, because she got sick a lot when she was a baby, and I couldn't couldn't figure out how to help her. And it was bone crushing to someone like me who sees something wrong, sees an injustice, sees something that needs to be fixed. And I'm like, I'm the first one to roll up my sleeves and let's fix it.
Yeah, and to your credit, I've never seen you like try to get somebody to do something that you wouldn't already be involved in.
Yeah, no, I'm not delegating somebody to fix it, but right now I'm feeling a little helpless, and this too shall pass, and we'll get over it and get on the other side. But I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm sucking at as a mom, even though I know I'm not sucking as a mom, but I want every good parent, maybe not. Asterisk. A good parent wants to absorb any of the pain or hurt or anything else for their child, and you can't. And so, it's one of those things. And I was just walking up going, gosh, how would this look if I was in a job? Because I've spent so much intentional time with her over the last couple of weeks, just trying to help her. And same thing with my husband and my mom and my stepdad. And, we're all, in this business together. And I'm going, it's the village, it's the tribe. And how much longer would it take to find a solution and to get her on a better path if you just shoved her in a summer camp, or, if it was school time and everything else, and she would just wilt. And that's
and then you're up your own ass about the TPS reports or some other dumb shit that has nothing to do with anything.
No, and so that's where it's just like, I'm so grateful that I ate dirt and decided I would live in a ditch before I would be dependent on anybody else, telling me when I could eat lunch or take a break or stay home with my kid.
Oh my God. And it's funny, I forget that I actually lived in that world for years. It was impressive. Like Bank of America had the old Countrywide software because, of course, Uncle Sam forced them, in a headlock to absorb Countrywide. It was impressive in its like dystopian control mechanism elements where your day was in 15-minute blocks, and the team lead, I shit you not, would stand up at the end of if you were not on the phone, like if you were visibly not doing the thing that your little 15-minute block said you should do, they would literally stand up, yell your last name, and be like, you're supposed to be X or whatever.
The programming, man. As the red light goes on, again, I love it. I love it. It is. I mean, so that's and that's where we've just been programmed to eat dirt in our personal lives.
Yes.
To further
in service of some monolithic.
That doesn't even matter, right? And so that's just what's insane. And so have you watched Caleb Hammer?
I've seen tons of it, yes.
Yeah. So he was just on Rogan.
I saw bits of that.
Yeah. It's so interesting. And I think it's wildly fascinating that somebody who he's like, I'm even an anomaly. He's like, because I'm fat and I should do better, right? Like I'm telling people there are solutions. You should do better. You should be healthier. You should be financially fit and well. But he's just so good at talking about the financial crisis that is this world, the younger generation, and everything else. And so, he sits there. There was a small, because I have to do everything in small clips, so I need them to clip it out. So I was watching an 8-minute clip of the Joe Rogan show with Caleb Hammer this morning, and it was talking about AI, and when he's talking to people about jobs and degrees, are you having this conversation? He's like, one, I don't believe anybody when they say this is what's going to happen because of AI, because nobody truly knows.
Right.
There are some people that are saying all these jobs are going to be eradicated, and there's other people that say there's going to be so many jobs created by AI, right? So you don't know which one is true, but he's like, stop getting a degree in, social genderology.
Yeah, well, there's that whole thing. The joke was always like underwater basket weaving is my major. And
seriously,
it's like, dude, they said they were making that joke when I was in college for the 15 minutes that I went to college.
No, 100%.
Now I will say, UNT in the mid '80s and the Sammy House in Denton, the fraternity that I pledged or whatever, that shit was awesome.
No, I mean, like, I'm not saying, because everybody will sit there, and anytime somebody's around, they're like, Ace Frisco, my pickleball club. Yeah. Got it.
One.
Check.
That's
yep,
one.
We got one.
Yes.
But Miley is, she's one of the girls that works there. She's 16. I've done a tournament with her, and somebody was walking up to her and was like, you need to tell her that she needs to like live on campus and everything else when she goes to college. And I was like, you shouldn't go to college. And that's when I looked at right. I'm like, and this guy just looked at me, and I'm sure he's in finance or whatever else, but he just looked at me and he was like, why would you say that? I was like, because I didn't go to college and I get to play pickleball all day and network and work and make more money than you. That's not for everybody.
Right.
But can we just stop putting people in boxes or just saying this is the next rung on the ladder that you have to do?
Gigantic human sorting machine.
It's ridiculous.
And again, I went to college because that's what you're supposed to do, or whatever. And then
but in your age, that was, that not you're old, but you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I'm older.
You're older.
Yes.
Gen X versus geriatric millennial, right?
Yep.
But it's the programming. You're never going to achieve anything if you don't have this piece of paper.
To be honest, my generation, the Gen Xers, we were probably the last ones where that could actually apply.
Correct.
Where if you did FAFO and go to college and managed to come out the other side, you would do better than somebody that didn't.
Well, and college was not as expensive.
Oh my God, no.
So that's where Caleb Hammer, shout out to anybody who wants to actually get some sort of financial literacy, and he's hysterical and he roasts his guests.
Yes.
Now he says with consent.
Yes.
He does. He asks them before the show if he can poke at them at certain things.
Yes, and he said that they have their no-go zone. Like they'll be like, I don't want to talk about this, or then he won't.
And he won't. So roasting with consent. So that's my kind of guy. But his biggest thing is obviously the student loan debt.
Well, yeah, and the fact that we live in this like hyper consumerist YOLO, because it's like. Not gonna lie, I love watching the doom and gloom content on the internet where it's like I've always been an optimistic nihilist where I've just had the like, oh no, we are definitely going to hell in a handbasket, like make no mistake. However, the human spirit is pretty remarkable and we could probably pull it out right before we go into the ditch forever, but
you're like a doodle.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you're like a doodle. Yeah, no, I love it. Well, the other thing is he's also bringing the narrative back to, yes, it's the student loan debt. Yes, it's the credit card debt, but it's also people are paying way too much for cars that they shouldn't drive.
Oh,
they're going out to eat. They're spending $1,000 on DoorDash and Uber Eats. He's like, when did eating at home become extinct?
Beneath you.
Yes. And so that's where it's like, okay, you don't need to DoorDash your ramen. Your $28 ramen for that, right? Like what happened to the cup of noodles that we ate for like $1.27?
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah, well, dude, I can remember again back in the right after we made Fire with Sticks, we went and got ramen like $5 for $1.
Yes.
Like the orange is it Maruchan? The Maruchan?
Yes.
However you pronounce
so you had that, or if you were fancy, you had cup noodles, right? So you just pull back the paper top and you put hot water in it.
Or that presumes you have a microwave.
Got it. Which I don't use anymore.
What?
I haven't used a microwave now I'm sure going to a restaurant or something else, they might heat something up, but
my condo is bathed in radiation at all times.
No, I have not used our microwave in 2.5 years.
Is it because of the radiation?
Yeah, it also zaps all nutritional value out of your food. So the vanity even in me is like
that precludes that and presumes that there was nutritional value.
True, but like even if you heated up a grilled chicken breast and put it back in
air
there,
fryer.
Yeah, but make sure you have the right one because there's PFAS in most of them.
I'm sure I'm getting whatever asbestos coated.
Yep,
shit
you're doing good.
You're
doing good.
I have the Ninja Double.
Yeah, can't have that one anymore.
I'm sure I've cooked off the toxins by now.
I've used it. I used to have that one. It was so good because I also felt really cool because you had the double yeah, right? But no, it's not good. It's got forever chemicals.
Like mine is now like an old school grill where there's like so much carbon and
you're really selling it over here. It's
on the left hand side.
It's great.
Like, no matter what you put in the left hand side, it comes out meat flavored.
So so if you don't want to contaminate it with meat, don't do the left side. Do the right side.
Exactly.
You have standards. Remember, we've raised your standards. I really appreciate that because you're becoming domesticated and you're thinking about somebody else.
Oh,
so
am I?
I think yes, you are. Yes, you are.
We did go to the grocery yesterday.
Okay, which one?
Tom Thumb.
Oh no, Tom Thumb's fine. I was I thought it was going to be more exciting.
No,
just Tom Thumb.
No,
we went to Eatsies.
I've not been there in like a million years.
Oh, it's so good, man. Why don't you go there? That seems like something that would so track for you.
We went to Scrambler.
Okay.
The cowboy omelet, bro.
Yeah, it just seems like because they have like smaller portions and different things like that.
Yeah.
But you should take her to Eatsies. She might like that.
Right on. She's allergic to dairy.
I mean, they have non-dairy stuff.
No, I'm thinking of what am I thinking of? a more Italian place than Easy's.
Oh, yes. No, you're thinking of not going to, I can see the sign.
Yeah. And there's one right by the Eatsy's.
Plano. Yeah. No, Eatsy's is the gourmet market.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's.
Then, you know what? Maybe I've never been there.
That tracks. Okay. So go to Eatsy's.
The fact that my memory would be cloudy is not.
No.
That far
But go to Eatsy's because there's not a ton of people there because I know she also probably gets a little overwhelmed or overstimulated.
We went to at like 2:00 yesterday.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
No, you can go there. They have the best. So if like you want salads or sandwiches, they'll make them, the fresh make them. Oh. They've got a grill in there, but then it's just a gourmet market. And so you can walk in and that's where we'll get our sides and different things for all the protein that we cook and all of those kind of things. But she would actually really like it. And you would look fancy domesticated by going there.
Okay.
So try that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so what else is going on?
Oh man, like I am so fired up about, okay, so we got another Real Producers Party today.
We do.
It is Dallas proper, I believe.
It is Dallas proper.
Yes.
Which should be a good time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then we got North Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And so last Friday, boy, talking about like herding cats and like a massive undertaking was the Coldwell Banker DFW D Magazine photo shoot.
Oh.
Boy, howdy. Yes. And it was, the thing that I loved was it came off without a hitch. Yes.
It's like, you know what you're doing now.
Well, and the other thing is to that, I know to delegate. So I brought Scott Peak in to oversee, and like we did it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And oh man, the weather spiked us, and it was just it wasn't a disaster, but it ended up having way more moving parts than it should have.
Sure.
And so it was, juggling chainsaws with 60 people in the room.
I love that.
2 years ago. Now this time around, we realized let's not juggle. I
might actually be up for juggling chainsaws though. So I mean that's just kind of where I am. So
yes, it's like it'll keep you interested at the very least.
Yeah.
But that came off without a hitch. And then the cool thing was, centrally located all of the managers there, and I'm able to say like, hey, we're fixing to be on Listing Concierge, and the
That's
idea with the studio being, I say gimmick, but I don't mean it in a cavalier. Sort of blow off kind of way. I mean it more in it's the gimmick for the sales funnel for the attract, because it's like any ding dong in line at Kroger could take photos or could do something with enough training. But to be able to kind of amalgamate a bunch of different things that all kind of feed into the same thing. So like, for example, after we're done, and any minute now, Paul Roberts and a few others will be here. And so like, they've got a $5 million listing and some other stuff. Well, I'm over here excited to be like, okay, this might totally shit itself live, but we'll fix it in post and we'll have content afterward. But we've got it now integrated where they're going to come in and talk, and we're going to fly the photos and everything over top, or fly them over top of the photos.
Very cool.
And now the fun will be like, here, Paul, here's the remote. And we're live.
Why not? No, that's the fun stuff. And that's where it's like, you and I are both the same. I mean, we figured out we did have to have someone that's doing other cool stuff. And I think going back to the property, I don't know what we would do if we hadn't opened the property management company 3.5 years ago. And that's great. Husband guy where he needs the repeatable tasks. That's how he's wired.
Well, and it's, I believe it's replicable and scalable.
It is.
Those are like, if you can get into that little niche, and I'm super excited. The interns over in Polyville, they're fabulous. So we went and met them, and then I don't know if you saw, I didn't see it, but I had them on live.
Oh, good.
And it was like, no, we're going right now.
No,
I might have. The Hannah's like 21, and I think Nick is 26, 27. But I'm like, no, we're going live right now. And yeah, well, first, because we literally just put all of the shit together like 10 minutes earlier. And it's like, well, it says we have internet, and we went live, and, they're just adorable, and they're all excited.
So cute.
Yes.
They're not tainted yet.
No.
That was an evil laugh.
Did get,
did they?
$6.
I'm serious. It is. Oh no. Okay. You were joking. I was like, that would have been hysterical if that was it. But no, it is. Look, do what you want to do with all of that kind of stuff. I think going back to the other part, I'm just done with the victim mentality.
Oh yeah.
Because there's more opportunity money than ever has been. And you see people literally sitting there and whining and saying, I can't afford to the place I would actually want to rent out, right? I can't afford to buy a house. Never going to be able to do these things. Yeah, you actually can. You're choosing not to. You have some of the gratification to be able to achieve your goals. And nobody wants to say whether it's weight loss or food or anything. God forbid you go home and cook. You're 24 years old and you're single and you have nothing else to do, but instead you're going to give, a $15 tip to a DoorDash driver, a $99 service fee for your $8 burger, and now you've spent $35.
It's like, okay, one of the things for my domestication is, and this is so bougie, and I'm like, such a D-bag that I love, is I'm Mr. Domestic, and I'm like, hey, shutting down and heading home, do you want anything? And she's like, the oat milk buy if I live to be 1,000, like latte or whatever, and everything. But it's like, okay, like there's $11 or whatever. No, I don't care about that. Yeah. But like the idea, like, okay, if I had to pay like another $8 on that to be delivered, that's ridiculous.
It is.
But now I'm like the bougie D-bag that like I'll wait till I'm at like George Bush and
so you pick up.
I do the app, and then I'm pulled up. Tesla walks in and grabs my.
You know what though? You have earned it. That's the difference. Yes. Is that you have earned it and be able to. I'll think go to a grocery store if I don't have to, because it's also leverage. I'm Instacarting everything and doing all those things.
Dropping it off right now.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem with it if you are making money, but if you're not making money and then you're giving other people your money when you are able-bodied and could go do it yourself.
Yeah, like there's no reason why you got to pay somebody $8 or $9 extra to go, I don't know, 4 minutes from your house.
Or do whatever, or cook. I mean, you need to learn how to take care of yourself at home. Those are the things where I just go, it's not that you can't, it's that you choose not to. And we see it on the property management side. When things start to get hard out there, gas prices go up a little bit more, food costs go up a little more.
Car.
What?
Robot car.
But it's like Reese, like a couple days ago, he's like, doing my favorite thing, sending out pay or quits. And I was like, and so I was just looking at all of them under different properties. We've got almost amazing job. But it's interesting to see, he was like, these guys used to always be on time. Now they're defaulting, but they're not having a conversation. Reese has no problem if a tenant is calling and saying, hey, I just want to let you know I had to replace 2 of my tires. I'm going to be 2 days late on the rent, but they're telling you 5 days in advance, right?
Yes.
And he's like, not a problem.
Yeah, it's not
Thank you for calling me.
You hire out somebody to go track them down, and they say like, oh yeah, well, I didn't pay it because my tires blew out.
No, it's that, but they turtle from any type of obligation, and then they'll continue to or Uber Eats or spend something on Amazon instead of paying the rent, because now they've gotten to a point where they can't kick because I deserve a roof over my head, right? And so
it's a human right.
It's a human. Thank you. So those are the things where did you see the reversal on the ESA?
No.
So that was a big crock where it's like animals, right? Not the service animals, but ESAs, just because they have a certificate. No. And by the way, I have a half pit bull, so I'm not doing this, but we've seen more ESA pit bulls and so they're service animals, so you can't charge a fee, and then there's services, so you can't do it that were fed. Well, now they've changed their guidance on that, so now they have to be physically trained. So if no, you can't print certificate off of 1-800-fraudsters.com for pets and say your pit bull is now an emotional support animal. So great for the landlords because you couldn't do anything about it. They were inherently a problem. They'd have 4 of them at a time in a property. You can collect an extra deposit, pet rent, anything else.
If you have to have 4.
No, but those are the people you would see on Caleb Hammer's YouTube.
Where you game in the system.
gaming the system, and you're sitting there, well, I'm depressed and I can't work and I can't do these things, and you need to pay my rent and you need to do all these other things. And it's like, that's the problem that we've gotten to in this world, where people are not willing to take accountability for the choices they are making. And then they're shocked when they are choosing to do things that have irreparable harm to them.
And I'm always fascinated by, and there's a little more than a little bit of schadenfreude, where there's the just complete and total disconnect from anything that looks like the world works. Like, well, no, the money's free, like, or what, whatever. Just take it from them and give it to them. And then it's like, okay, but like that person over there, how long do you think they're going to live close enough to take their money before they leave? Or the idea that, well, I shouldn't have to do this, this, and this. Like, I laugh about like being the bougie douche that drives up in a robot car to pick up the fucking.
You need a hat with like arrows that says bougie douche. Yes. Finally made it, Mom. Bougie douche. I'm in my bougie douche era.
It's like, okay, I just started doing that like a month ago. And I'm 57.
Again,
but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is there were a lot now, my own bad habits and my own things that prevented me from doing that, notwithstanding, there was still a lot of, well, you saw the car I drove.
Oh yeah, dents in it. I'm surprised the bumper wasn't falling off. Well, because you didn't care. It wasn't something that inherently brought value or not value to you. So it was like, whatever.
And it's like, I bought it brand new. And drove it off the lot brand new 10 years ago or whatever, 11 years ago. And then I proceeded to just drive it until it disintegrated.
Because you're smart.
And
hey, by the way, you have Powerhouse Live at 10. Yeah.
Reminder, everyone, Powerhouse at 10.
Well, it was funny. I've got, obviously I'm at pickleball all the time. And so I have this really cool bag that I found, because I also had my cooler with me and then a purse, and I just look like a bag lady, and I can't do that. So I found a bag that really nicely holds everything. And then I found the right cooler, and it's the new Yeti line of lunch boxes. And I don't like zippers. I figured that out. So it has the magnetic flap on it. So it seals, it vacuum seals. So of course I have that in there, and it was over the weekend, and some of the guys, the Asian guys that I play with, and we're sitting there, and I pull out they're like, ooh, let me see that cooler. We're all like, ooh, a cooler, right? But they were like, oh, Yeti, you got that rich white girl money. And I stopped laughing. I'm like, knock it off. And then I open it and I take out my Icelandic water bottle and fill my cup back up, because I don't want to have the crappy, club water. And they're like, Icelandic water? I'm like, yeah, it's like the cleanest bottled water that you can physically get. And yes, it's still not perfect because it has microplastics.
Thanks, white lady.
Yeah, and they're just like, another reason why you've got rich white lady money, right? And I start laughing, and I was like, it's not rich white lady money. It's, I've earned the right to, at this point, take care of myself and have nice things. So if I have my lunchbox, yes, I have a lunchbox, and I want it to my stuff to stay cold.
Avocado toast for $31.
Thank you. So instead I have my energy drink and my waters and my snacks, and yesterday was my cottage cheese and grilled tenders, that from my house, right? So those are the things where it's like, yeah, I can buy this. By the way, I Instacarted the $80 lunchbox because I don't want to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, park in the parking lot, have somebody ding my car, and do everything else. But the 24-year-old needs to go pick up their own lunchbox.
Yes,
right?
Agreed.
So I'm 41 years old, and I think I've earned the right to do some of those things. So,
Well, and I, now too, I kind of play the game of like, okay, well, if I do this and I get 6% back on the Amazon card or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so there is a little bit of a rotator there where it's like, okay, then every so often I'm getting shit for free or whatever. And there's like the subscribe and save where it isn't like Tom Thumb doesn't give me that. So because it's like I'm a creature of habit, so I like the same. The wild protein chips, the chicken protein, you probably hate those.
I have not tried them. I have not looked at them. I will look them up, and I will let you know if they're poisoning you.
WILDE.
Okay. I know what brand you're talking
vinegar,
about. I do like salt and vinegar.
Oh,
That's a good. That's good. No, but all of that stuff's great if you can sit there and figure that out. But it's like I watch them. And all the behavior, like yesterday, they all ordered a bunch of Chipotle and doing all these stuff, which is again fine. That's community, and so I'm okay with that. But it's just funny to watch people's weird relationship with money and not money. So it's like even Shout out to Ace Pickleball in Frisco. They unveiled.
That's 2.
I think I did like 3.
That is 3.
Talked about, talked about my lunchbox.
You didn't drop name.
Okay, didn't drop name. But they unveiled some new tiered plans because they're constantly looking at data points and listening to the feedback and everything else, because there are some clubs that are just inherently too expensive for people to sit there, because it's not a gym. There's not multiple ways to do. You're just playing pickleball. So I'm on the unlimited membership. Will never not be, because I basically there 47 hours a week. So I pay. That's what I laughed to the owner. I'm like
now I'm wondering, like, how soon are they going to hire you just as the ambassador?
I already do that stuff. And I got somebody else to add that, actually a mortgage broker, Dave, shout out to Dave Brown. I was at a networking event with him last week, and I said, and he plays pickleball now. And I'm like, you're always at PSA, which is the Plano place for the city. And I was like, dude, I literally go up there, bring my laptop. They have great Wi-Fi. So if I need to work a little bit, I can work. Then I go play pickleball. Then, new group of people come in. I'm networking. I'm talking. I'm doing all that.
The robust Wi-Fi is the secret that nobody ever, like, if you really want people to stay there, don't have shitty Wi-Fi.
So he went the next day and joined, and he's been there every day since, got his wife to join. He was like, I was going to coffee shops. So half the time, because I feel bad, so I'm spending money at the coffee shops.
Bingo.
And doing all that stuff. So now there's a plan they have a $59 plan, a $79, a $99, and then I'm on the unlimited for $129, which I will happily pay. But that $59 plan, he can go in there as long as he checks in between 10 and 2. He can stay till they close till 9 o'clock at night.
Oh,
but
right
as long
on.
as he checks in from 10 to 2, it's unlimited. So, but then he gets, I think, 4 additional check-ins a month outside of those times. So if he wanted to go one time at 5 o'clock, he could, or whatever. But for $59 a month, he gets Wi-Fi, he gets networking, he gets exercise, and doing all those things. So I'm trying to, like, socialize that a little bit too.
Yeah.
To it, but that was really smart of the club.
Do they host a meetup or anything like a?
No, and I want to do that too.
Like a networking meetup.
Because there's so many entrepreneurs that are going there. And doing that. But it's just smart. But then you have those people who they see the new plans and they feel like, even though they're there 15 times a week and doing all those things, they go to, hey, listen to me. What are you doing?
Oh.
You're not focusing.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I was totally.
Yeah, exactly, squirrel. But the minute they unveiled the new plans, people that are retired, the boomers, that have money, that had the best economy and the best stock market and retirement plans. Well, I'm on the $69 midday. I want to be on the $59, but they're trying to explain to them, but you like to come at 9. You can't come at 9. You'd have to come between 10 and 2, which is because they're trying to drive more traffic during that time.
It's like a restaurant, the dead zone.
Correct. So, but you can't come at 9. And if you want to come at 9, then you're going to have to use a check-in. And you only get 4 on the $59 plan. So that means 4 times a month you can come in at 9. I don't care. It's $10 cheaper. You're here every day playing with your friends, you greedy boomer.
Yep.
Like, that's where it's just, it's crazy to me what people will spend money on and what they will sit there and nickel and dime. A community, a place where they're playing pickleball, they're having fun, they're exercising, the staff take care of them, and then you're going to get up there and act entitled and sit there and go, no, I want downgrade me to the $10 less.
I want my $10.
It's just insane. So that's it. The boomers caused all of this.
Oh my God. They wrecked the world.
They did. So now we have to go in and fix it, and we've got to help these kids recalibrate their brains and show them that hard work does pay off, right? And they too can be unemployable and play pickleball. Isn't that good?
Yes.
Just segued that plane.
Oh, look how you landed the plane.
It's like I
look
do
at
this.
that. We've got 2 minutes to spare.
I like it.
That is quality.
I know.
Efficiency.
Efficiency.